Good morning, one and all. I, Adat Kashyap, and my co-host Lakshmi are pleased to welcome you to the anniversary of the founding of FAIPS-DPS. On September 11th, a school came to life in the quiet town of Ahmedabad. The school, though coming from humble origins, came to be one of the most influential and best educational institutions, not only in Kuwait, but the entire Middle East. From its academics to its extracurriculars, from its teachers to its students, this school has excelled for the past 20 years and has been doing so consistently. This school, of course, is FAIPS DPS. And today, on Founders Day, we celebrate this school's glorious legacy.
Education is the only edifice that leaves its imprint in the lives of humanity. Consciousness committed is a reputed Indian public school in Ahmadi amongst the burgeoning public school system and has played a vital role in the enhancement of learning, thereby laying claims to the creation of epitome of quality education. Today, you will see and hear from current students and staff as we reflect on the foundation of this unique school. And I hope you will enjoy the wonderful music and singing that expresses the school's optimistic spirit. We embrace our past on Founders Day, but celebrating the present and looking forward to the future. I'm delighted that you are joining us today. Thank you.
Great words, Lakshmi. Before beginning the event, I would like to invite Arwa Zafar for the recitation of the Holy Quran, followed by its translation by Ikra Fatima.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسي السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم.
In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful. Allah, there is none worthy of worship but He, the ever-living and the sustainer by whom all subsist. No slumber can seize Him, nor sleep. To Him alone belongs whatsoever is in the earth and that of the heaven. Who is there that can intercede with Him, except by His sleep? He knows all that was before them and that shall be after them, and no one can grasp anything of His knowledge except His will. His throne encloses the heavens and the earth, and the preservation of them both does not vary Him. He alone is the most supreme and high.
Thank you, Ikra and Arwa. Now let's welcome Aisha Rafa to say the Tahiyya Kuwait.
تحيا الكويت تحيا الكويت تحيا الكويت عاش العمير عاش العمير عاش العمير تحيا الأمة العربية تحيا الأمة العربية تحيا الأمة العربية.
I now call upon all audience members to stand up in attention to the Kuwait National Anthem.
وطن الكويت وطن الكويت سلم كلمتي.
Our principal, Mr. Ravi Ainoli, will now lead us through the morning prayer.
A very good morning to one and all. Let us pray. Lord, make them understand that the only true education is the one for life. Help them to have eager minds and cultured hearts, and to turn themselves only to that which is good. Help them to think for themselves and to use their lives for the betterment of fellow beings. Let their education be an inspiration for them to make the best of all their faculties. Help them, Lord, to form good habits of thoughts and action, sound standards of judgment, and evolve into well-balanced being. Lord, let thy blessings be with them in whatever they do. Amen. A very good morning to one and all. I am very happy to see that today we are celebrating Founders Day. I wish, I pray this wonderful morning and to welcome our esteemed guest of the day, Ambassador of India to Kuwait, His Excellency Mr. C.B. George. Because of today, all of you know that we are having the NEET examination embassy and is in a very busy schedule. So he consented us that his valuable message he'll be sending us and he'll be watching the program or the link what is being shared. So I am welcoming you, sir, for this morning program what we organized for our Founders Day. It's my pleasure to welcome Ms. Lana Al-Ayar, who is our guiding lamp and who is the CEO of Al Ryan Holding Company, a big pillar of support which guides us and which help us to do the best possible way to impart the education to our students. I welcome you, ma'am. Lana ma'am also is unable to join us physically. Therefore, she told me to convey her blessings and congratulations to each one of you over this platform. I also take the pleasure of welcoming our CFO, Mr. Arun Chowdhury, Al Ryan Holding Company, whose support and intervention in our matter help us a lot to come up to this standard. Whenever we have any issues, any problems, he is there to guide us, to support us, and we are continuing our good work all these years. I also welcome Vice Principal, Headmistress, and all my team of committed staff, that is teachers as well as non-teachers, and my beloved children. Welcome to you all, and also our great parents who are always been supporting us in all these difficult times. Welcome you parents. Also, today I'm happy to announce that the second edition of our school panorama is being launched today. Hearty congratulations to each one worked for that, and I am officially launching it here. The details will be shared with you on this platform. So once again, I welcome each and every one of you. Thank you.
John J. Chapman, the American author, once said, "A magazine is like a shop. Each is an experiment and represents a new focus, a new ratio between commerce and intellect." With these words of wisdom, it is my distinct honor to introduce myself, Ariz Ahmed, as the editor-in-chief for the official release of the second edition of FAIPS Panorama, the experiment that reflects the panoramic view of events, articles, stories, and poems by the students of FAIPS, for the students of FAIPS. These last few months of preparing this magazine were a blur, from sorting emails and articles to polishing the document's design. This process can be described as nothing short of hard work. And boy, hard work it was. Our summer nights flew by as we tried our very best to edit, design, and create a magazine to make the school name proud. One that balances deep, empowering storytelling and humorous and funny memes. We've got it all. Creating this magazine was one thing, and living the experience was a completely different ballgame. It has been a glorious time working with all of you, and these will be the memories I will cherish throughout my senior year and for the rest of my life. Finally, I would like to conclude by thanking you all for sharing those wonderful, wonderful articles, poems, and stories. We just put this magazine together, but its foundations and the roots came from the minds of the literary geniuses of FAIPS-DPS. Thank you, and we wish you all a very happy reading session.
Greetings, respected Principal, Vice Principal, Headmistresses, teachers, and fellow students. I am Sanjana Ravindranath of Class 12G. I, along with Aris, have had the honor of being the Editor-in-Chief for the FAIPS Panorama this year. I would like to start by thanking our teachers for giving us this opportunity and helping us make this magazine such a great success. I would also like to express my gratitude to our wonderful team. Most of our editing was done during the summer vacations, and we could not have asked for a more cooperative team. They were prompt with their work and also gave valuable inputs, which led to the magazine that you see today. Lastly, I would like to thank all of you for sending in your entries. Though I had gone through the multitude of articles we received last year, I am still amazed by the creativity and skill of all the students of FAIPS. This was an amazing experience, and I hope you all have as much fun reading the magazine as we had preparing it. Thank you.
Respected Principal, Vice Principal, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Abhya Epin, and I'm one of the managing editors of the FAIPS Panorama. I was really blessed to work alongside a group of talented individuals who worked immensely hard to put out this magazine for the school. Working with my fellow editors on a virtual platform, looking up vocabulary while writing and editing, and the countless Zoom meetings we had together was truly a remarkable experience for me. I can proudly state that reading articles written by my fellow students has motivated me to write more, and I'm sure the same goes for everyone who reads it. Finally, I hope that this magazine inspires you in every possible way. Thank you.
Every new experience brings its own maturity and a greater clarity of vision. Greetings to one and all. I am Aditya Jain of Class 12A, a managing editor. Being a part of the editorial team has been a delightful experience. The magazine could not have been finished without the help of the students, the teachers, and the members of the editorial team. I would like to thank the teachers for giving us an opportunity to work on such a project. I got to interact with people with different skill sets and read plenty of articles, poems, and essays from students with creative minds. I learned a lot from this experience. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy reading the magazine.
Respected Principal Sir, Vinitha Ma'am, teachers, and dear friends. My name is Nigel Martin Jose, and I had the wonderful opportunity to be one of the managing editors of the FAIPS Panorama Magazine 2021 edition. It was a big undertaking which took a lot of preparation and hard work, and yet it was such an incredible experience. Reading through all those articles and poems gave me immense pride in the young talents of our school. And finally, I would like to thank our wonderful team who worked tirelessly in putting together this amazing magazine. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. I am Praveena of Class 12F. I was appointed as the managing editor of our school magazine. I would like to thank the school for providing me with this opportunity. It was a wonderful experience to work with such talented graphic designers, art directors, and chief editors. I've always wanted to be a part of the school magazine after being amazed by their work last year. It was a very fruitful experience. Thank you.
Greetings to Principal Sir, Vice Principal Ma'am, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Rohan Raju. As a managing editor, it was both heartening and exciting to see the incredible quantity and quality of our submissions. Ranging from articles on regional dances to 5G, our articles bring a fresh perspective to society's pressing questions and challenges. we are especially happy to present our editorial article which examines the promise of our generation and the problems that we confront. We'd like to thank everyone who helped bring this magazine to publication, and we are grateful for the support of teachers and the trust of our readership. We hope that you find these articles thought-provoking, compelling, intriguing, and above all, enjoyable to read. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. I'm Ananya Chaturvedi, the head art director. I had an amazing experience working with all my team members. Their unique ideas have helped us create the second edition. I'm grateful to have worked with such a creative team. This magazine couldn't have been made without their help. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all present here. I am Bhavika Bhandari of class 12A, and I was honored to work on the FAIPS Panorama magazine as the art director. I had a lot of fun with the teammates I was working with, and therefore the hours would go by enjoyably. Overall, I had a really fun experience, and I was honored to work on a platform where people could express themselves and be creative. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. I am Roma of class 12D. I was assigned the role of head graphic designer. It was very prolific working with such a remarkable team. The creativity they used in their ideas were not only unique but also refreshing. Working on the magazine with such an incredible team was a great learning experience. Lastly, I would thank the school for providing me with this opportunity. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. My name is Arwa Zafar Ali, and this year I had the golden opportunity of working as an assistant editor for the FAIPS Panorama team. Working together in a group with people you don't know, especially when it's online, can be a very challenging task. However, I was fortunate enough to have such responsible, hardworking, and capable people in my team. It was a very fruitful experience for me, as I was able to learn various new things. As a group, we were able to break down complex tasks into simple ones and ensure that all our work was distributed equally. I hope that the magazine is able to reflect on all our hard work and is able to entertain and inspire all our readers. Thank you.
Greetings to everyone. I'm Christina Sarosh of class 11G, and I'm one of the assistant editors of the FAIPS Panorama magazine. Working with the team to bring you this magazine has been a wonderful experience. It was such a great honor to read and edit the many articles and stories that were sent to our magazine by the creative students of our school. The journey was very informative, and I learned a lot of things along the way. It opened up a lot of opportunities and was a great outlet for my creativity. Overall, I had fun and I enjoyed being a part of the team. I wish you a happy reading.
Greetings to one and all. I'm Roshi Patel of class 11D, the assistant editor of the FAIPS magazine 2021. Working as an editor has indeed taught me a lot. It was so fun to work together as a team. From coming up with ideas to beautifully executing it, I enjoyed it thoroughly. We've put in a lot of effort from our end, and finally, the FAIPS Panorama second edition is here, and I can't wait for you all to see it. Last but not the least, I'm thankful to our school and to the teachers for providing us this opportunity to showcase yet another talent inbuilt in us. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. I'm Swati Srijit of class 11C, and I was one of the assistant art directors for the 2021 FAIPS magazine. When I first gave my name for the team, I didn't have a single clue as to what it was all about. Helping to design the layout and cover page of the magazine was a tough task, but with the help of the seniors and fellow assistants, it turned out to be a great experience. I'm glad all the hard work finally paid off. It was great working with everybody, and hope we can work together in the future again. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. I'm Asta Joshi of class 11G. It was a privilege to be selected as one of the assistant art directors for the second edition of the FAIPS magazine. I thoroughly enjoyed the entire experience. The magazine is an outcome of great hard work and teamwork of the entire team. I thank the teachers for their support and providing us with this enriching experience. Thank you.
Greetings to all. My name is Simran, and I was the assistant graphic designer for the school magazine. I had a wonderful experience working as the assistant graphic designer. Everyone was really nice and sweet. I learned many new things and I designed many new pages. In all, it was a wonderful experience and I would like to thank everyone who helped me.
Wow. It is great that our school has taken up the initiative to start its own magazine. This will most certainly enhance the creative genius among our students and will be subject to the same great success as the many endeavors our school has undertaken.
FAIPS-DPS today is a gem of an educational institution, not only in Kuwait, but the entire Middle East. But it wasn't always this way. There was a time when FAIPS-DPS was but a humble school. However, the hard work of principals, vice principals, and teachers of the past and the present made things different from the school. Today, this school is basking in glory in academics and extracurriculars. So let's take a trip down memory lane, and with the help of our teachers, let's see how this school has come from the bottom to the top, basking in glory.
On this glorious occasion of the 26th anniversary celebration of FAIPS-DPS, I would like to congratulate the management, our principal, vice principal, the staff, the students, and their parents. I'm proud to say that I'm blessed to be part of this long journey of FAIPS from just a handful of students to the present strength. On this Founders Day, I fondly remember with gratitude our first managing director, Madam Monia Al-Nouri, and principal, Mr. Hussain, who were instrumental in bringing me to Kuwait in 1996 to be part of this great institution. I would also like to remember the past principals, vice principals, and teachers who have immensely contributed to the success story of FAIPS. Being the only music teacher of the entire school at that time, I was given the privilege to write and compose the school song way back in 1997, through which I expressed the educational and moral values. I must say our students have made us all proud by keeping the school flag flying high. I would like to quote the famous lines of South Africa's ex-president, late Nelson Mandela. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Yes, this is exactly the strong ideology on which FAIPS-DPS Foundation is built and will definitely keep growing to greater heights. Thank you.
आज विद्यालय के स्थापना दिवस की वर्षगांठ है। आप सभी को विद्यालय के स्थापना दिवस की वर्षगांठ बहुत-बहुत मुबारक हो। विद्यालय हमारा गर्व है, गौरव है और स्वाभिमान है। FAIPS-DPS ने अपनी इस यात्रा में अलग पहचान बनाई है, चाहे वो कोई भी क्षेत्र हो, शिक्षा का हो या गतिविधियों का हो। हम कभी भी पीछे नहीं रहे। यहाँ तक कि इस कोरोना काल में भी हमारे प्रधानाचार्य ने एक क्षण के लिए भी हिम्मत नहीं हारी। चाहे वो शिक्षा का क्षेत्र रहा या गतिविधि का रहा या अभिभावकों की उस संतुष्टि का रहा, उन्होंने बखूबी उसको संभाला और हमने इस कोरोना काल में भी हर क्षेत्र में अपनी एक विशिष्ट पहचान बनाई। चलते चलते यही कहूंगी कि यात्रा तो अभी लंबी है, अभी तो और चलना है और अभी तो और बढ़ना है, अभी तो और एक बार जो पथ चुन लिया बस अब उससे ना मुड़ेंगे। मंजिलें भी साथ हैं और मंजिलें हैं नेक, हाथों में सबके हाथ हैं, तमन्ना अभी लौ बन कर और जलनी है, अभी तो दर कदम और बढ़ना है। धन्यवाद।
I joined FAIPS in September 1998 from DPS Vasant Kunj, Delhi. I am proud and honored to serve this esteemed institution and say a few words on this special day, Founders Day. My heartfelt thanks to all the FAIPS principals, management, founder members, our mentors, staff and parents for their support and guidance. A teacher is a compass that activates the magnet of curiosity, knowledge and wisdom. That is what I tried to do all these years. When I joined FAIPS Primary School, we had only 2 sections in each class. By God's grace, FAIPS has become an enormous giant tree profounding its influence, expanding branches of its records, providing shade of education to thousands, enlightening and igniting many minds, and carving their future. The trees producing sweet fruits in the form of human resources in different fields. I have worked with positive attitude and dedication, which has made me grow and move on. I am blessed to be a part of FAIPS-DPS family. Good teachers teach, and great teachers transform. With that note, I take your leave. 3 cheers to FAIPS. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I like to thank the class 11Ts, the batch of 2023, to give me the opportunity to speak on the auspicious occasion of Founders Day of our great school. I joined the school in the month of September in 1998. So this is my almost completing my 23rd year and starting my 24th year. The school that I joined was very different as compared to what it looks like now. And the old school building was very different, open space, bigger classroom. As you come out of the classroom, you are into the open space. But then the time demanded that we need to have a bigger number of classroom to accommodate the growing demand for the students, because our school is one of the premier English medium school in Kuwait. So there is a big demand for the admission in our school. When I first came to school, we were only 51 teachers altogether, and there were just under 900 students. Starting from LKG to class 11, there were 2 sections each, and class 12 has only 1 section, and that too divided into 2 parts. Half the students were doing science with computers, other half were doing science with biology. There was no science with economics, there was no commerce section, there was no humanities section. In fact, the commerce section started in 2002, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, Nirja Manimam, you can correct me. And the humanities section started much, much later. Right now, as I speak today, there are almost 6,000 plus students and 350 plus teachers, and the number is growing. So last 23 years, the number wise, we have done excellent. We are the largest singles campus school in Kuwait, including all schools of all different boards and different nationalities taking into account. And we are still growing.
FAIPS-DPS started its joint venture of preparing children to face the world in September 1995 with only 69 students and 10 teachers. Now, it stands tall with nearly 6,000 students and 369 teachers. We have still long way to go. As educators, our earnest desires will be focused towards building up an institution where education blended in all colors of human values which could be given today. We feel proud to say that our lofty dream of quality institution took shape through it. Today, we stand as one of the fastest growing Indian schools in this country because of the high standards it has set for itself in providing excellent education and living up to its motto, service before self. On this joyous occasion, amidst the pandemic, I wish our school serves its purpose in its most sincere and effective ways as we did till now. Yes, We truly believe that. And I have to admit, we have come a long way and believe in achieving the best for our students. FAIPS DPS will continue to grow bigger with growing time. Congratulations to all on this joyous occasion and best wishes. Thank you.
Hello everyone, congratulations and best wishes to each and every member of the FAIPS family on the occasion of our Founders Day. What a momentous journey it has been for each one of us. When I sit in retrospection and look back, it brings back such beautiful memories. I joined FAIPS kindergarten family in August 2000 when it comprised of 4 sections and around 100 to 120 kids, and today we have 32 sections in kindergarten and around 1,000 students. So what a quantum leap the school has undertaken, and I count my blessings to have worked with the best of students, the best of colleagues, and under the able guidance of such seasoned mentors who have always been there at every step to guide us on the right path. I take this opportunity to thank our management for always being there and supporting us wholeheartedly and removing all the obstacles from our path for a smooth sail. This is the day when that allows us to consider our aspirations over the years, reflect on the growth, grit, and greatness, and we should all celebrate what we have achieved together and aspire yet again, as success is never final, which is very beautifully worded by Robert Frost when he says, miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep. And I count my blessings to be a part of such a wonderful family. The warmth and support we get from each other, the bonding which we have developed over the years, it is indeed our second home. And I think I would like to conclude by quoting few lines from our school song, which truly and truly represents the ethos at FAIPS. That is, together we shall always be together, like flowers in a meadow, we shall grow and bloom together. That says it all. Proud to be a part of such a loving family. Thank you so much.
1. Greetings to one and all. On occasion of Founders Day, I would like to say a few words on growth of our institution. Growth is something which everyone is passionate about. Growth of any institution can be measured in terms of number of employees, number of students, technology, infrastructure, and streams. Our school has excelled in all the above aspects and attained good respect, reputation all over Kuwait and Gulf. I wish our institution more and more success in future. Thank you.
When I joined FAIPS in 2001, there was a beautiful garden, huge corridors, big trees, flowers, bougainvillea, hibiscus, marigold, tomatoes, pumpkin, drumsticks, and guava fruits. Middle of the garden, there is a fountain. Besides the garden, there is an activity block for AMD department.
Greetings to everyone on this special day. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which can cause to change the world. Education is growth. Since 1995, FAIPS-DPS has been successfully growing from 69 students and 10 teachers to 6,000 students and 369 teachers. I'm very proud to be a part of this esteemed institution. We, the stalwarts, are trying our level best to provide holistic, integrated, enjoyable, engagable, and value-based education to our children in Kuwait. Even though we have grown to be one of the best schools, not only in Kuwait, all over the Gulf, we have miles to go before we sleep. And we assure and promise you to follow our motto, service before self. Thank you.
Greetings to one and all. When I joined school more than a decade ago, the school was a modest, single-storied structure with very basic amenities. There were fewer sections and student strength was far less. But what I recall with nostalgia was the auditorium. Though small, it had been a venue for several activities, programs, competitions such as the Founders' Day, Teachers' Day, Class 12 farewell, inter-house competitions, scholar batch functions, and the list goes on. Now, of course, the school has since then grown considerably. Student strength has improved and staff also has increased. The structure itself, the building, is an iconic landmark in the area. So let's all embrace change, leading to progress for better future. Thank you.
Hello everyone. It's with immense pleasure that I present this video to all my viewers. In my 14 years of association with the school, I have seen FAIPS grow phenomenally. From a small, well-knit community of teachers and students to an enormous one, a growth so explosive that it's almost unrecognizable. No doubt there have been ups and downs, but it's always been an honor and a privilege to work here along with the best in the profession. Saving the best for the last, what I cherish most is my association with my students. Thank you everyone. Love you all.
Respected principal, vice principal, headmistress, and all my dear colleagues and my beloved students. As we celebrate the Founders' Day, it has been a great journey for me at FAIPS with my colleagues and my beloved students. From the time I stepped into FAIPS in 2008, I have long associated in organizing different functions, events, and school educational tours. We have organized some wonderful tours around the world, which was really beneficial and for the students, and our students have enjoyed every bit of it. We had organized different events like a lunch at a French restaurant, and we have taken them out for different trips. And to make this learning a foreign language, it is very useful and also beneficial for our students, and a memorable occasion for them. It was an amazing, experience for me personally to work with my colleagues and all my dear students. On this special occasion, I offer my best wishes to the school management, colleagues, and my beloved students and all the well-wishers of this great institution. God bless you all.
Good morning, one and all present here. It gives me great pleasure to present my views on Founders' Day celebrations of FAIPS-DPS Kuwait. Over the years, I can proudly say that the school has escalated to a great horizon of success, and today it is seen as one of the tallest institutions of the country. The school has made its humble beginning, and since then, it has crossed many measurable milestones. It has become synonymous with academic excellence, a benchmark to measure the co-curricular activities, and also a center which tries to create responsible citizens. We are indeed grateful to the higher authorities for their valuable guidance, encouragement, and support. Their vision, wisdom, and zeal have inspired all of us to work together with commitment and passion. My good wishes and my sincere gratitude to the FIFS family. Thank you all.
That was a beautiful video to start with. Growth is something which everyone is passionate about. I love that line. It kind of does suit our school and its students too. And now we like to feature some fine singers. With no further ado, I'd like to welcome some of the best singers of Class 11. I'd like to welcome some of the best, and now, we like to feature some fine singers. With no further ado, I'd like to welcome some of the best singers of Class 11.
सूरज मुट्ठी के अंदर और दरारों से उंगली की झलक रोशनी फर्श पे बिखरे मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है आंख हजारों पर एक सपना राह हजारों पर एक मंजिल प्यास हजारों पर एक बारिश
मुमकिन है 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 मुमकिन है
हाथ बढ़ाना बादल छूना और निचोड़ के एक बादल से होठ भिगोना मुमकिन है एक दीपक का तूफानों से आओ खेले कहकर मस्ती में लहराना मुमकिन है
ख्वाबों को आंसू नहलाना और फिर धुले धुले ख्वाबों को देखना फिर से देखते जाना मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है एक मासूम सा कागज लेकर बना की कश्ती अरमानों की एक सफर पे चलते जाना मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है
घने दरख्तों के साए में पतझड़ की तकलीफ सोचना मुमकिन है खिली खिली सी धूप की रुत में सर्द रात की टीस सोचना मुमकिन है
जो बीच हथेली के एक नारंगी अंगारा रखना रूप झलक फिर सुलगते जाना मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है आने वाले कल की आहट दूर से सुनना और दरवाजे खोल के रखना राह सजाना मुमकिन है
आंख हजारों पर एक सपना राह हजारों पर एक मंजिल प्यास हजारों पर एक बारिश मुमकिन है
मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है मुमकिन है
A soothing and melodious performance, something I'm sure we all can appreciate. Now, let's make way for the dance performance to be given by our talented set of dancers.
You say it and you see it tonight and we're feeling alright, yeah, we're feeling alright. क्यों लम्हे खराब करे आ गलती बेहिसाब करे क्या करने हैं उम्रों के वादे ये जो रहते हैं रहने दे आधे दो बार नहीं एक बार सही एक रात की कर ले तू यारी सुबह तक मान के मेरी बात तू ऐसे सोचना थी यार ये घुंघरू फूट गए Shout out to your mom and dad for making you. Staying in a vision, they did a great job raising you. When I create, you're my muse. The kind of smile that makes the news. Can't nobody throw shade on your name in these streets. Triple threat, you a boss, you a bank, you a beast. You make it easy to choose. You got a mean touch, I can't refuse. No, I can't refuse it. Picture perfect, you don't need no filter. Or just make them drop dead, you a killer. Shower you with all my attention. I will. Yeah, these are my only intentions. Yeah. Stay in the kitchen cooking up, cut your own bread. Heart full of equity, you're an asset. Make sure that you don't need no mentions. Yeah, these are my only intentions. It's a lovely to do. It's the thought of PM when your heart's just like a drum, beating louder with nowhere to guard it. When it all seems like it's wrong, sing along to Elton John and to that feeling we're just getting started. When the nights get colder and the rhythm starts to falling behind, just dream about that moment when you look yourself right in the eye. Then you say, I wanna dance, the music got me going, nothing that can stop how we move. Yeah, let's wake up and live just like we're going and rolling like we're dancing fools. We don't need to worry, where we're going, know how to dance. Don't need to talk the talk, just walk the walk tonight. 'Cause we don't need permission to dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. We don't need permission to dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. We don't need permission to dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da. We don't need permission to dance. Da-da-da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da.
That was a stupendous performance. You all totally proved that dance definitely is the purest and most expressive form of art. And now, brace yourselves for an amazing skit from our young emerging actors.
The COVID-19 pandemic turned the world we knew upside down. Life, as we used to know it, has completely changed, and we students were definitely hit hard by this pandemic. Online schools and exams are the new normal. The fun experiences of school have been taken away. The little moments in our everyday life, which we had taken for granted, are extremely hard to come by. The following skit will illuminate how school life, as we used to know it, has been a casualty of the COVID-19 virus.
Hey, Kra, how are you?
Hey, I'm great. What have you been doing?
Hey, we don't have enough space.
Okay, fine, I'll put it down. Oh man, the AC isn't working and it's summer. What are we supposed to do?
Let's play something bold. Where's your mask? You can't enter without a mask on.
Oh no, I forgot it at home. Thanks.
Come on in.
Silence.
everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
You aren't wearing your mask properly. I'll show you out. I'm sorry, ma'am. So today we're going to talk about conic sections. Oh no, I forgot to do the maths homework. Did you do it?
Oh, I think I forgot to do my math homework as well.
We can ask Katira.
Could you please have your math homework?
Yes.
Thank you. Let's just do this. I think I'm done with my answer.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Ajay.
Good morning, students.
Good morning.
Start your jumping jack. Now!
Sir, can we do the cardio exercises with a mask off?
Safety is most important. No one, I repeat, no one will be able to remove their mask in school. Right? Start your jumping jack.
You're so good with that. I didn't even look like you.
Morning, students. Start your jumping jack. Now! Stop. This one.
Hey, Agam, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm fine too. Did you watch the new Loki series?
What is it?
Did you watch the new Loki series?
Yeah, it was great. It was great. What is?
Yeah. I know you can't share your stuff.
Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry, ma'am.
Oh, Akbar, you saw his bonuses? Very good.
There you go. Pre-COVID versus post-COVID. Yes, we do miss our pre-COVID school days, but look at the bright side. You no longer have to wake up at 5 a.m. to get ready. But in all seriousness, by taking proper precautions, we truly can make this pandemic a distant memory. So stay safe, stay home, and most importantly, don't forget to register for your vaccinations. Thank you.
That was an amazing concept. Juxtaposing pre-COVID and post-COVID times, great work.
I now invite Leah Ans George to show her fantastic artistic abilities in the form of her painting. Artistic abilities at its very best. A fantastic performance indeed. In the skit performed by our talented and young set of actors, we reminisced about our great times in school before the pandemic. Let's do that again, as I invite the secretaries of the Student Council, Niall and Asmi, to walk us through the great infrastructure of our school that we, unfortunately, took for granted for too long.
Now, how about a hastily made documentary on our school? The basketball court, a site where many casually sit back and relax with their lunchboxes. The kindergarten playground, where some, too afraid of the swings, decide to hide out on the slide instead. Most of these places are embedded in our memory, like looking out through the bars while you're just going through the bathroom, or the different plants and trees we can see on our way to class, or our large football field with a view of the ever-present construction site. Well, soon we won't only be reminiscing old memories, but making new ones, exploring the new building for the first time, meeting our new teachers for the first time in real life, and learning how to play sports again after more than a year of sitting inside.
I sure look forward to those, and I'm sure everyone will enjoy school more, given the moments we missed last year. I never thought I would miss school so much, but I think we all do. All those random conversations in class, catching up with friends at lunch, even the teachers' motivational lectures in class, have all been a part of our lives. We've spent an entire year in those, all in support of an ongoing battle against COVID-19. Now, we'll be waving to friends we've chatted with for a year, keeping our spirits up until the return to school. We can even greet our teachers we haven't met face to face with, who helped us with the unfamiliar challenge of learning at home.
Thank you, Niall and Asmi. That definitely made us very nostalgic. A little while ago, our teachers told us of the way our school came from the bottom to the top, basking in glory. With the help of our fellow students, we would like to present some facts about this school that truly show that we are basking in glory.
FAIPS is a prestigious institution. It provides high standard of education, leadership skill, and communication skill. The quality of teaching and learning is continuously improved and upheld. Students are guided and encouraged to participate in extracurricular activities, because of which we have been able to excel in academics as well as extracurricular activities. Here are some of our notable achievements recently.
Excellencia 2021 Inter-School Competition for all CBC schools in Kuwait, organized by the Indian Community School, conducted on 9th February 2021. Sharon Maria and Kurian Thomas of grade 10 and 11 respectively secured the first position in Category 2 quiz. The Alumni Association of National Institute of Technology, Calicut, conducted the 8th edition of Mahaquizzer Middle East Kuwait on 31st January 2020. Malini Ramesh of grade 9 topped the juniors category, and Sharon Maria Thomas of grade 10 secured the second place in seniors category.
MUN has always been an integral part of our school, and the achievements of our students speak for itself. Rohan Raju Rudrakshi Goswami of class 12 won Outstanding Delegates at Online HMUN in 2020. Adit Kashyap of class 11 won Outstanding Delegate at Harvard MUN Dubai in 2021. Rudrakshi Goswami is also the Assistant Director at Harvard MUN in 2021. Mohammad Rehan and Johan Sajan of class 10 received verbal mentions in BBC MUN, an international MUN considered to be really challenging.
FAIPS-DPS has always had a stellar record when it comes to academic brilliance, and in the year 2021, this tradition of academic excellence was upheld and continued by the brilliant and excellent students of class 10 and 12. Their showcase of brilliance in a time this grave
is truly a testament to the will and greatness of the students of FAIPS-DPS who have been molded as such high achievers, all because of this school's excellent provisions and fantastic staff.
Asmi Akshay Chaudhary of class 11th was the title winner of the Shasa Pratibha contest, and Muhammad Saqib of class 10th was declared as the top performer. Kavin Balamoli of class 11th was the outstanding performer. In the National Science Olympiad, Nail Anub Hakim of class 11th and Prakhar Gupta of class 12 secured the Medal of Distinction in NSO. Swati Srijit of class 11th secured the Golden Medal of Excellence. Students have also achieved excellent ranks in the International Olympiad Foundation.
Speaking achievements, Johan Verghese and Mohammad Rehan of class 10 had won the second and the third place respectively in Spinayan. Nanda Sarjan along with Asri Banerjee of the previous class 12 batch had secured the first and second place in declamation. Sambhavi Vasudevan of former class 12 has been placed third in extempore. Johan Verghese has also reached the final of Asia level debate competition, which is a great achievement.
Art and singing achievements. Neha Avnigadda of class 11th was a national winner in Toyota Dream Car Art Contest. Leah Ange George of class 11th won the art competition that was conducted by Almulla Exchange. The Indian Women's Association conducted a singing competition where Asta Joshi of class 11th secured second place in the high school category.
Well, to be honest, I had no idea our school had so many achievements. And that too, not only in the academic corner, but speaking and quizzes too.
Up until this point, we've all become very familiar with the educational prowess, great extracurricular culture, and the fantastic infrastructure of FAIPS-DPS. They, of course, will have an overwhelmingly positive effect on the students of FAIPS-DPS. Therefore, I would like to invite our vice head girls, Niharika Suresh and Christine Chacko, to tell us how they have become better and more capable individuals due to this school.
My delightful journey began through the gateways of DPS 7 years ago. From a nervous little girl to where I am today, our school has the biggest role to play.
And I'm sure that this will be the similar story of all our seniors, classmates, and juniors. This school has given us opportunities that we will forever be grateful for.
And memories which can never be erased from our hearts or from the blackboard of our life.
The road to failure precedes the road to success, and no failure is fatal. Our courage to continue takes us to new heights and breaks the shell in which we've all been seeking refuge.
I would like to extend our gratitude to all our teachers for helping us realize this, for bringing out the best in us, and for inspiring us to face everything with a smile while being confident with who we are.
A big salute to all our sustained efforts,
to where we have come,
and to where we are heading forward to.
Together as one,
as FAIPS,
one big family.
Thank you, Niharika and Christine.
Good morning to everyone present here today. My name is Kurian Thomas, and I am the Vice Head Boy of the Deputy Student Council. We are indeed honored to have as our chief guest His Excellency, the Ambassador of India, Mr. Sibi George. He is a recipient of the S.K. Singh Award for Excellence in Indian Foreign Service. During these testing times, our ambassador has extended tremendous support to the Indian diaspora. He has won the hearts of the student community by his commendable efforts, like allotment of NEET exam center for the first time in Kuwait. Besides NEET, JEE and NATO exams too were held in Kuwait for the first time. Your efforts immensely benefited thousands of students and was a big relief to many parents. Dear sir, we greatly appreciate your stupendous efforts for all of us and thank you for gracing this occasion and making this program very special and memorable.
Dear Principal Sri Ravi Ayanoli, respected teachers, distinguished guests, and my dear students, good morning. I am very happy to join you today on the occasion of Founders Day of the school. I congratulate school management, principal, teachers, and students for the excellent performance of the school during these years. I am happy to learn about the success story of the school, which I understand is one of the best schools in Kuwait in terms of quality of education and outstanding facilities. I would have loved to visit the school in person, but I could not do that. I would have loved to address you directly today, but again, I could not join you. But I'm so happy that I could share your happiness and join you online today to celebrate this important occasion. In fact, this is the new normal in our COVID-19 pandemic infected world. Dear students, last 2 years have been very difficult period for you. To put it bluntly, the world has denied our children almost 2 years of their childhood. It has not been easy. It hasn't been easy for you children, easy for your parents, for your teachers, and for your school authorities. None of you have been able to visit your school physically for more than a year now. None of you have been able to visit your grandparents back home. None of you have been able to go out and play as we used to do in normal times. Many of these challenges associated with the COVID-19 pandemic are still continuing, but the light at the end of the tunnel is clearly visible now, and we are on the way to a full recovery. I congratulate you for managing this difficult school year with extraordinary resilience and understanding. I am so happy that the school would start regular classes shortly. I am sure that you all share my happiness. Dear students, as we are still in the middle of the COVID-19 pandemic, let me dwell a bit deep into it. Let us look at the situation from a different angle. We all are witnessing events that should be talked about even centuries from now. And when our future generations look at us, they should not sympathize with us for living under difficult times and suffering a monumental tragedy. They should remember us as torchbearers or pathbreakers in the way we turn the moments of crisis into moments of rare opportunities to bounce back ever before strongly. We are a resilient species. We have proved that for hundreds of thousands of years, and we continue to do that with unmatched fortitude, bravery, and ingenuity. 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, or hundreds of years later, when history is written and next generations read about this COVID-19 era, how do they look at it? As I see it now, they will record and read it as how humanity faced the COVID-19 challenges with a determination and commitment. How each section of society worked hard to face the many challenges and eventually defeated it. How governments all across the globe rose to the occasion and led from the front, managing governmental affairs well. How our leadership kept inspiring us and not letting us lose hope. How our countries kept feeding its population despite the many challenges and setbacks to economies. How our scientists invented vaccines in record time within 1 year of the origin of the pandemic. On an average, any new vaccine takes over 10 years of research or even more to be invented and made available for public use. Here, our scientists of 2020-2021 period did it in just few months. However, medical professionals, doctors and nurses rose to the occasion and comforted those infected and saved lives. However, schools and teachers invented ways and means to keep the education going. However, IT professionals invented new digital platforms to keep us engaged and connected. However, students adjusted to the new normal and keep up with their studies. And how we diplomats and embassies help the communities and diaspora to meet the many challenges. Dear friends, let us look at from the students' point of view. There was so much of tension and worries for students, parents, teachers, principals, and of course for the embassy due to the developments related to CBSE examinations. There was so much worry about JEE examinations, which was never held in the past in Kuwait. There was so much worry about NATA examinations, which was never held in Kuwait. And of course, there was so much worry about NEET, which was never held outside India. Each of these worries were brought to us by the parents and the teachers. I am happy that when these issues were brought to the attention of our government of India, each of these were addressed to keep the future of our children in safe hands. I am so delighted to reiterate that we have a leadership which is so positive to understand the issues and help our children. Thanks to our Prime Minister, our Education Minister, and our leadership in Government of India, we addressed the CBSE examination issue. We held JEE and NATA for the first time in Kuwait, and we will hold NEET examination for the first time in Kuwait tomorrow. Dear friends, let us take another example of how diplomacy at work has helped in building relationship between states. For example, India and Kuwait during this pandemic period. India and Kuwait were helping each other in the fight against COVID-19 pandemic. In April 2020, we sent an emergency medical team to help Kuwait. In February this year, we sent 200,000 doses of made in India COVID-19 vaccines. In May this year, when India was affected by the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic, it was Kuwait who sent a maximum amount of medical oxygen to India. In fact, it is the Indian doctors and nurses who are contributing in saving lives in Kuwait. This is all reflective of the excellent bilateral relations getting strengthened during the difficult period of pandemic. In fact, India supplied COVID-related medicines to over 150 countries and vaccines to 93 countries during the pandemic period. In short, in 10, 15, 20 and 100 years later, when our great-great-grandchildren study COVID-19 period, they will be delighted to learn how our generation in 2020-2021 faced the COVID-19 pandemic challenge and emerged as successful in not only beating the virus, but also taking the world to new heights. What I am trying to tell you is to look at life always from a positive angle. Yes, we have challenges. Yes, we have difficulties. Yes, there is a lot of unpredictability, but we should not let these challenges, these difficulties, and these unpredictability defeat us. As students, you will face many challenges in life. You will need to learn to find its positive side and meet the challenges with determination. Dear students, as I said before, I would love to visit you and meet you in the school. I would also like you to visit me at the embassy. I am extending an open invitation to you to visit our embassy. It is your home away from home. It is not just a passport issuing office, and it is much more than that. It is the only Government of India office in this country. Let me conclude by saying this. Count on your positives. Count on your little success stories. Participate in all opportunities that life offers you. Participate in various small competitions in the classrooms, in the schools, in various associations and groups. I have also announced 2 ever-rolling cups for you to compete for. Ambassadors Cup for elocution competitions and Ambassadors Cup for debate. Attend all elocution competitions, music competitions, quiz competitions, and catch up with your reading habit. Keep striving, strive and succeed. I once again congratulate you on the occasion of the Founders Day. Wish you all a safe and healthy stay. Take care. All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We here at FAIPS-DPS are most grateful for your presence, and we will cherish it forever. Now, I would like to welcome Mr. Arun Chaudhary, the CFO of Al Rayan Holding Co., to share a words with us today.
Good morning, everyone. Is my voice audible, Mr. Ravi?
Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Mr. Arun. Very audible. Please.
Okay. So, good morning, one and all. It's an honor and a privilege to be part of this Founders Day celebration. Even though we are celebrating it in an online mode, it's still a justification for the fact that we have tried to adapt ourselves to the new norm. Our gratitude and appreciation towards our ambassador, His Excellency Shri C.B. George, Chairman Al Rayyan, Mr. Mishal Ali, our CEO, Mrs. Lana Iyar, our principal, Shri Ravi Ainoli, Vice Principal, staff members, and especially all the lovely students of this premier institution. Even though we are in the middle of a pandemic, we have seen such good performances from all students, and a round of applause for them. This shows our spirit is alive and kicking. As you are all aware that FAIPS started its journey way back in September of 1995 and has grown immensely from its humble beginnings. Students of FAIPS have excelled not only in academics, but also extracurricular activities. And due to pandemic, it has been close to 2 years that our children have been deprived of visiting our school and interacting with their peers, learning from juniors and seniors, and physical activities, which they normally used to do pre-pandemic. It has been a very difficult and unpredictable period for all of humanity, but the human spirit has overcome the challenges. We have vaccinated a large population across the globe, and slowly things are returning back to normal. Our students who used to be on campus have started learning through online education and learning. Dear students, my advice, especially in this online world, is that we have to be more active and take care of our health, especially our eyes, since we are exposed to a lot of screen time. Due to rapid pace of vaccinations, activities are slowly opening up, and we need to go out with precautions and give ourselves an opportunity to do some physical activity. Dear students, also, apart from this, don't forget about our rich culture, heritage, family values, and conducting oneself with high morals. Make time for meaningful conversation with your parents, siblings, grandparents. And last but not the least, there should be a round of applause for all the teaching staff who have sacrificed on the personal front and faced new set of challenges like online teaching, conducting classes through new platform like Microsoft Teams, which was new for everyone, managing issues of students in the virtual world. I would like to end by an inspiring quote by our ex-president, Shri APJ Abdul Kalam. If you cannot change your future, but you can change your habits, and surely your habits will change your future. I once again congratulate our principal, vice principal, staff members on the occasion of the Founders Day. Stay healthy, stay focused, stay positive. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Those were some inspiring words. Now, I would like to welcome the principal of FAIPS-DPS, Mr. Ravi Ayanoli, to share a few words with us today.
A very good morning to one and all. Respected Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. C.B. George, the Chief Guest of the day, Ms. Lana Iyer, CEO Alrayan Holding Company, Mr. Arun Chaudhary, CFO Alrayan Holding Company, my beloved students, very powerful, strong team members of the teachers, and great support for the institution, our wonderful parents. Hearty congratulations on this day to each one of you to be a part of this prestigious organization. 26 years back, with 69 students and 10 teachers, started this small venture under the able leadership and guidance of Mrs. Chona, who was the principal of DPS RK Puram, and Mrs. Moni Al-Nouri. They started the small institution in Kuwait. Over the years, we have rose up to 6,000 students and 400 teachers approximately. The growth is remarkable. And behind this, the hard work put in by the team members has to be appreciated. When they started this small venture, even I joined the school in those years just to continue with the school for a couple of years as a contract. But from there, we started growing. Over the years, we have seen different management teams. And right now, we are with a wonderful team of the management with our mentor, our chairman, Mr. Mishal Ali, and our CEO, Ms. Lana Iyer, and our CFO, Mr. Arun Chaudhary. See, this team probably very strong, very powerful supporting team to FAIPS-DPS, and those who visited the campus recently can see that how the shape, the face of FAIPS-DPS is getting changed. We are only held up here because of the COVID, but as our guest of honor, Mr. Arun said, in these difficult times also, we have done the best, and we showed that we are not below anyone else in this great effort. All these years, various teachers you have seen, we asked the teachers to give their valuable comments on the school. You might have heard their words, how proud they are about the institution. Because of various competitions our children participate and emerge out with flying colors. We have organized international trips where children were learned abundantly. Our amazing results in the board examination, whether it is IGCSE examination or CBSE examinations, and the students are placed very well over the globe. And these are all those additional features what made us today's this great institution. Dear children, on this occasion, as our ambassador said, please count on your positives. It's a very important lesson or a very important point what he shared with all of us. Counting positive is one of very important aspects, especially during these difficult times. We have passed through the phase when COVID made us handicapped and we started online classes. There were quite a few resistance for the online classes because many people felt it. They were right also. This cannot substitute the normal school. But later, they understood that there is no other way and we took off in 2020 April. Now we are in the second phase, trying to go back to the physical school probably little hybrid. Later, gradually into the physical school, the challenges are 10 times. We are happy that the great parent community is with us. They understand the troubles, they understand the risk of starting the school. They always help us. And with that confidence, we are sure within a couple of months, depending upon the ministry's guidelines and advice, we will be gradually getting into the complete physical school. Children, always be a part of the solution, not a part of the problem. Whenever you have difficulties, please follow this simple principle. Try to find out a solution. Think about solutions. 100 problems can be added, but that is not going to solve the problem. But when you think about the solution, problems automatically vanishes. Be happy, be joyful, and once you are joyful in everything what you do, whether it is studies, that means academics, or any co-curricular activities, life is going to be very smooth for you. This year, you might have seen that the CBSE has come in a commendable way. CBSE supported us to complete the class 10th and 12th, the board examinations. So we all are there. CBSE and IGC boards are there to support you. And please do the best and emerge with the flying colors. Once again, I wish each and every one of you a very happy Founders Day and congratulations to be part of this great organization. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Those were some wonderful words. Now, I would like to welcome the Vice Principal of FAIPS-DPS, Ms. Vinita Munshi, to propose a vote of thanks to all those in the audience who so graciously attended an event this important to us.
A warm and cherished morning to our chief guest, most valued, His Excellency Shri Sibi George, Ambassador of India to Kuwait, Madam Dana, CEO of Al Rayyan Holding Company, Mr. Arun Chaudhary, CFO of Al Rayyan Holding Company, Mr. Ravi Ayonoli, Principal FAIPS-DPS, Headmistresses, parents, students, and my dear colleagues. It is my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks. Today is a very special day in the history of FAIPS-DPS as we complete 26 years of our glorious feats and achievements, which was made possible by our visionaries, Madam Noori, and carried forward by Al Rayyan Holding, always with tremendous efforts and dedication. Today's occasion gains special significance with the message of our ambassador. In spite of his busy schedule, the message he has sent for our students and school is no doubt most treasured and priceless. The kind of connect you have made with our students, with numerous competitions, quizzes to know about culture and history of India, elocution competition, debate, getting NEET, JE centers, NATA centers in Kuwait, igniting patriotism through singing of national anthem speaks volumes about your passion to work for the enrichment of the students. Sir, FAIPS will be very proud and privileged to have you in person amongst us once we get back to normal schooling. Madam Lana, thank you for your unconditional support extended by you towards the growth and well-being of the institution. Your untireless effort speaks loads about your dedication towards fulfilling our goals of making FAIPS as the premier educational institute in Kuwait. Thank you, ma'am, for your presence. Our sincere gratitude to our guest of honor, Mr. Arun Chaudhary, CFO Al Rayyan Holding Company, for his tireless efforts and belief in upgrading the facilities provided to the students and teachers in school looking to the modern challenges which children are bound to face once they move out of the school. Thank you, sir. I would like to place on record our heartfelt thanks to our principal, Mr. Ravi Ayonoli, for his dedication and zeal towards steering FAIPS to greater heights. The successful close of today's programs, looking into the intricacies and fine-tuning it to perfection, would not have been possible without your guidance. We would like to thank all the headmistresses, head of departments, and their teams for showering blessings on this auspicious day through their video messages. A big thank you to the Class 11 teachers who have worked tirelessly with the students over several weeks to air this special assembly. From the verses of the Holy Quran to the melodious song, which itself is very awe-inspiring. Mumkin hai, that means everything is possible if we have positive attitude. The foot-tapping dance performance, informative skit, and not to forget the artistic live painting of school campus almost took us back to the PE field and the school multipurpose hall. The anchors for the day, Adit and Lakshmi, have done complete justice to the roles. Adit Malhotra support requires special mention. A special thanks to all our wonderful, inspired and motivated students to host the Founders Day Assembly. We acknowledge and appreciate the efforts of the Deputy Student Council 21-22. You are not only good at academics, children, but also in extracurricular activity. We value you, and every moment that you stay in the temple of the learning. Thank you very much, children. Our sincere gratitude goes out to all our parents, well-wishers, for their rock-solid support system and encouragement. Thank you very much, parents, for joining the event. Heartiest congratulations to Team Panorama for their successful launch of the second edition of the online FAIPS magazine. Lastly, I would also like to thank Mr. Lateef, the coordinator for class 11, Mr. Rodriguez, Music HOD, Mr. Nageshwar, HOD Arts Department for guiding the student, and Mr. Rajesh for his technical support. Heartiest congratulations to FAIPS family on our school's Founders Day. Happy birthday, dear FAIPS. Alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. In these last 1.5 years, we have proved this fact. I would like to conclude with the famous lines from Robert Frost. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but we have promises to keep, and miles to go before we sleep, and miles to go before we sleep. Thank you, everybody. Congratulations once more on the 26th Founders Day. We have completed 26 years, and hopefully very soon, with a positive attitude, we are going to step back to normal schooling. God bless everybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Those were some wonderful words. As we approach the fag end of this year's Founders Day, I would like to broadcast a special message from a special teacher, Miss Iman, from the Arabic department.
ضيوفنا الكرام، في ظل احتفالنا بمرور 27 عاما على تأسيس مدرستنا الفحيحية الوطنية الهندية، يسعدني ويشرفني بالنيابة عن أسرة اللغة العربية أن أتوجه بالشكر إلى أسرة شركة الريان، متمثلة بالرئيس التنفيذي السيدة المحترمة لانا العيار، ومديرنا الفاضل السيد رافي أيونال، ووكيلتنا الفاضلة السيدة فينيتا، وجميع العاملين في مدرستنا من فريق دعم وإداريين ومشرفين ومدرسين وطلاب وأولياء أمور على تعاونهم معا وعلى ما بذلوه من جهود ملحوظة كان لها أكبر الأثر في الارتقاء بمدرستنا على مر الأعوام السابقة، وخاصة في ظل الظروف الصعبة التي مررنا بها، حتى استطعنا تخطي تلك الفترة الحرجة بيسر ونجاح، وسنبقى على نفس الخطى إن شاء الله، آملين أن تبقى مدرستنا في مصاف المدارس الرائدة.
I now request all members of the audience to stand in attention for the school song.
We all stand up together as one, as FAIPS family. We trust in God to bless us all, to live in faith, peace, truth, and harmony. No matter whatsoever, religion or race, no matter how rich or poor. This is the day and now is the time to show respect to one and all. Love is simple, that we symbolize. Love and respect we realize. We are a FAIPS family, hope to live as happy families. Let's lead a kindly life. Together, we'll always be together. Like flowers in the meadow, we'll grow and bloom together. Like colors of a rainbow, we'll paint this earth together. We are together.
Now, I'd like to request you all to stand up in honor of the Indian National Anthem.